friends! Welcome back to class, kind of. Today we're going to be going over theme versus main idea. We're going to see the differences between what a theme is and what a main idea is. So what I need from you is I need you to go get your language arts journal. That's the journal that has the lined paper inside. So please pause the video and go do that now. Oh, you're back. Okay, let's go ahead and start then. You have your language arts journal because we are taking theme versus main idea notes. Theme is very different from main idea, even though they get mixed up sometimes. So we are going to start with the title, theme versus main idea, and now we're going to take a look at the essential question. So our essential question for this language arts unit is how do we overcome obstacles? That essential question could have been answered when you read The Valiant Little Tailor, when you read Molly Whoopie, and then other stories in that booklet will help you answer this EQ. So we will be answering the EQ at some point, but not today. The first part of our notes in our language arts journal is making sections. So you'll notice there's sort of a line here. I made a zigzag line all the way down the middle of my notes section. So please do that first. Make that zigzag line all the way down the middle of your notes section. On one side, you're going to write theme. On the other side, you're going to write main idea. So each side of our notes today is going to tell us something about the theme and something about the main idea. As I move through my notes, you will notice that the information in each column is going to have the same topic, but we'll see what the differences are for theme and main idea. The first thing we're looking at in theme and main idea are what they are. So a theme is like a central message. It can be a lesson or a moral. We did fables in the beginning of the year. A theme is very similar to a moral. In fact, those are kind of interchangeable. A main idea, however, tells the reader what the story or text is about. So these are very different. A main idea sometimes is stated right directly in the text, and a theme usually isn't really stated in the text, and it's in between the lines. Right, so this part of the notes is literally telling us what a theme or a main idea is. The next part of our notes is going to be about how they work. So a theme can be taken out of a story and actually applied to other texts. For example, a theme of friends are forever. You can use that for lots of different stories. It's not just one story or one article. A main idea can't be applied to other texts, and it's because it contains specific information. So if I have a main idea of dogs bark when they're happy, that can't really be applied to an article about cats, right? But a theme can be applied to multiple stories, whereas a main idea cannot. The next part is talking about where you can find the theme and main idea. The theme is not directly stated in the text, so you're not going to find what the theme is just by looking at a sentence. It's usually in between the lines. It's a message that you have to find from reading the whole story. A main idea is sometimes and usually stated in the text. So if you have a story that's about people that ride bikes, the main idea is going to be somewhere in that story, most likely. The theme, though, if there is a theme, it's probably going to be in between the lines. The very last thing in our notes is that a theme is universal. That means a theme can be used in many different ways for many different stories. It can be understood when it's put in different perspectives. A main idea is unique, so you can only use a main idea for that one story. Now, you may have a couple of stories that have the same main idea. That's happened before. That's okay. But usually a main idea only works for whatever article or story that main idea is already in. We've gone over each part of a theme. We've gone over each part of a main idea. So the next step in learning about theme and main idea is showing you examples of themes or main ideas. Here are some examples of themes. Themes are found in fiction pieces of writing and reading. That means that what you're reading when it's fiction is that it's made up. It's not based on fact, and that's where you'll find themes. Things that are based on facts are where you're going to find main ideas. Of course, you can find main ideas in fiction as well, but they're mostly in nonfiction. So looking at these themes, which are found in fiction, we have things like growth can come from failure. So that's saying, hey, even if you fail, you can still grow. That's a theme. It's a message that an author is trying to send. Another one could be families face adversity together, right? So families get through tough times because they're together. Always try your best. Be your true self. You see how these could be very similar to the morals that we used in writing fables? They're very, very similar. Other examples might be a little longer, like mistakes are okay as long as you learn from them. That kind of sounds like mistakes happen, we can fix them, right? That's also a theme. So all of these can be applied to different stories. Here are some examples of main ideas. As review, a main idea is a sentence that explains what the text is about. It is specific and can be supported by details in the text. So main ideas are from specific texts. It's not something that you can apply to a lot of different stories or articles or different kind of texts. So here's your first example. Cats can be good pets if you take care of them well. So think about it. This is probably from a text that's talking about cats. Do you think that this could be applied to the valiant little tailor? No, probably not. There's no cats in there. So it's specific. It's talking about cats. The next example. Learning a new language takes a lot of hard work. So again, this can only be applied to maybe a few readings because they're about learning language. Julius Caesar lived long ago and should be remembered. That one is very specific, but it is a main idea of a text. The environment needs to be kept clean for animals to survive. So this could have been a main idea from a text that's all about saving the environment. Movie theaters are a place to go to have fun. Okay, so maybe the text is giving us reasons why movie theaters are a place to go have fun. The last example is there are many different ways to get around California. Hey, this kind of sounds like a transportation text. So these are all examples of main ideas. You've seen examples of themes and of main ideas. So now it's time to test what you know by completing your assignment for the week. Your assignment for language arts this week is theme or main idea. You need to read the themes and main ideas below. That's right, they're all mixed up. Type T for theme and M for main idea for each one. So you have your theme or main ideas in this column. Each of these is a theme or a main idea, and you write your answer over here. For example, I read the first one. Friendship is forever. Oh, so sweet. So I'm thinking about it and I go, all right, can this be applied to different stories? Could I read different stories and say, oh, that's kind of about how friendship lasts forever? Maybe, I think so. Now, if it's a main idea, then it can only be applied to one text. All right, well, friendship is forever seems like an overall message that an author would be trying to give. So I would say that it's a theme. So I would do a capital T in there for theme. Then I'd go on the next one. Sharks can be dangerous. Here's where you have to start thinking, is this something that can be applied to lots of stories or texts? Or is it something that's very specific about a specific topic? All right, I'm going to leave it to you. It's your job to get this assignment done. Remember, you can join online teacher times for questions, or you can email your teacher. All right, get started. Good luck, little falcons.